Hi Virgo Risings, welcome to your reading. Let's find out why your soul decided to be a Virgo Rising this incarnation. What is the story of your soul? So we have 3 cards here. The first one, true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. When I focus on my inner light, I see the world through the lens of love. And happiness is my birthright. Okay. Healing, self-love, and discovering your own abundance. These are the big themes. Self-love, for sure. I'm feeling a lot of heart. Because, again, it focuses on the inner light. Seeing why you are worthy, why you deserve to be respected. Why you are capable of going out into the world and create a difference. Or at least live your joy. Right? The first step of doing all of that, to focus on inner light, the light beams through, shines through when you heal yourself. Otherwise, it is always, murky. You do see a lot of chances of, yes, this would make me happy, but I'm also afraid of so and so. So healing those areas of life which also make you fearful or cause you pain. And this includes self-sabotaging as well. That came through randomly, but yes, some of you might be struggling with that, feeling like you need to do a lot more in order to receive some basic happiness, when in fact it is a given. You will be happy, you should be happy, the happiness is yours. Okay, it's your birthright, it is for sure yours. It's just you have to see it and recognize it. And in order to do that, you have to go through a healing process. The next time that you react heavily to any situation or any person, any trigger as such, try to ask yourself, why did you react the way that you did? I don't mean, that person said something and that upset me. Yeah, sure, that is definitely the thing that caused the trigger, but why did you react the way that you did? Because that is internal, right? You can't control someone else's action, you can't control someone else's behavior, or words even, or the way they express anything at all. But what you can control is the way that you respond to certain situations, and that's what this thing is talking about. But let's see more. Blackbird. The magical and unique qualities of your untapped potential are unfolding now. Okay, so these qualities are some of your gifts, a lot of your gifts actually. They are untapped, okay? As in, you had the chance, this is something I'm feeling, you had the chance to possibly express these gifts in the last life, but you were not able to, so you carry forward these gifts, and they are in this life kind of just waiting to be tapped, just waiting to be seen. And what I mean by unique qualities doesn't have to be like a specific talent, but also just the way that you are, the way that you make others feel, the way that you keep your own space, the way that you are able to deal with your life in a very balanced way and find happiness in the small little things in life. Ultimately, you're the one who's happy and peaceful and prosperous and feeling abundant, right? That is in itself a very rare quality nowadays, especially. Right? Being able to express yourself as you are, being able to be authentic with who you are, that itself is a magical quality, because the moment you embrace that moment, the moment you understand it or see it, even the hints of it, it is something that unleashes you, something that opens you up for a lot more possibilities, right? Gives you the courage as well to explore more things and have more faith in just yourself and also the universe as an extension. I feel like self-faith is more prominent in your case. And also more about the earthly things. So you can have quite a bit of material possessions in the future. But you need to first embrace your own internal abundance. Okay? All right. Now we have nuthatch. Stay grounded and welcome the new knowledge and perspective coming to you. Awesome. Yeah, definitely you're an earth sign, so that's, I mean, groundedness is something that is definitely, something to be established in this lifetime. And while remaining grounded, like I said, earthly, material, so taking a walk, sitting in the garden, spending some time in the forest or with trees and walking barefoot, connecting with the soil, planting, gardening, these type of things ground you, bring you to a very balanced, restful, peaceful state, right? It automatically becomes meditative when it's surrounded by so many plants and just nature itself, right? And when you're in that state, your mind opens up because you become more mindful or meditative. You can receive more things. You can perceive more thoughts that you've been having. So even if you have like a repetitive thought pattern going on in your day-to-day life, we rarely have a chance to, really sit down and think about those thoughts that we're having, right? We just kind of stay on autopilot and let it happen in the background. But that's what's causing a lot of the disasters. Anytime that you feel like you're losing faith and getting lost and other such stuck type of feelings, or that you have no control, it's because you're very much stuck in your own mind. And it's important to get grounded in order to welcome a new perspective of the same situation. Okay, a new perspective of what has been triggering you, and how can you transform that reaction into something that is delightful or brings you that light out of a difficult situation, right? That's what is going to help you realize more that everyone is going through their own journey, their own troubles. We all have our own share, right? And when you see how you can transform that by simply listening to your own self, you're able to be more compassionate towards you and also towards others who need your empathy. This can be your close friends, your family members, and so on. Hardly matters who, as long as you share that compassion and empathy, right? Okay, we'll see more cards. That was already plenty of information, isn't it? Okay, we have Sagittarius, so new knowledge, perspective, big picture thinking, philosophical thoughts, open-minded, again, very open-minded, always ready to learn. Yeah, fire sign, mutable as well. So there is that inspiration that it wants to seek, your soul wants to seek. Okay, it wants to... Okay. Oh God, okay. We have Scorpio. Yeah, I was talking about transformation and we have that. Okay, true grounding itself. But when I say itself, I mean your soul, okay? By grounding itself through you, it should be able to deal with some deep-set emotions, fears, triggers, insecurities, all those things, and be able to transform that by getting to the root of the problems, right? Scorpio gets to the root of the problem, okay? If this is the surface level of any problem, for example, someone lied to a Scorpio will immediately catch it, and they will wonder why did you lie? What was the motivation behind lying, and why did you think that lying was the easiest way to go? Get it? So Scorpio will always look at one layer below, and if the one layer below is apparent to them, for example, if this Scorpio person just giving an example, if the Scorpio person directly goes to the internal motivation of that person, then they will think even one layer deeper and think, what gives rise to a motivation like that in the first place, right? So the tendency of a Scorpio energy is always, something happened, I need to get to the root of the problem. I need to get to the root cause. Then we'll see what to do, right? Deep waters, delving into the ocean floor and removing the problem from the root itself. Not being afraid of what is to be found in the shadows, because, I mean, the shadows can be transformed into the light. So if everything dark can be turned into a light, then what's the problem? Right? They're not afraid of the dark because they know how to deal with it. They know how to transform themselves. They know how to face their own fears. Right? This is obviously an evolved Scorpio, but that is the energy of it. And at the same, these two things are working in tandem. I already mentioned that, right? Like, you're learning new things. You're looking at, okay, let me zoom out, look at the big picture. I don't need to be afraid about so-and-so things. And I feel like I'm overreacting to a certain person or situation. And I don't need to be giving that situation or circumstance so much attention. So why am I giving it that attention? Get it? So you first zoom out, look at the big picture, look at the future. Also, does it matter even? Does this require my attention? Does this require any investigation? If it is yes, and it is something internal, you move towards the Scorpio. Okay? All right, we'll see some tarot now. We have the Eight of Swords. This is that stuck feeling, fearful, building all of it in your head as if, feeling stuck, even if literally you're not stuck. It feels as though you are. Okay, then Ten of Swords, you're meant to be healing all of this, putting to bed certain people, certain circumstances, certain even career paths, relationships, anything that are not resonating with you, and the things that pull you down and make you feel stuck. Okay, that's one of the things here. True healing requires you to end certain things and move on, right? Scorpio as well deals with all or nothing. So it's like, if this is correct for me, this is resonating with me, I'm going to keep this in my life. If it is not, I don't want to waste my time. That's what Scorpio does sometimes. Okay, it's a little bit ruthless in that regard. It's not going to tolerate something that is not trustworthy or even important for their energy level, right? So if something is just has no benefit to you, has no help towards you, and only drains or only takes, there's no giving, and that is something that makes you feel low and down. And this life journey, you're supposed to address these things that make you feel stuck. It can be, like I said, a person, but it can also be internal. I will mainly focus on internal because these cards here are all about internal things, but keep in mind it can be external situations as well. And also remember that external situations are first symptomatic as internal things. Okay, so if we keep thinking negatively, a year or two down the line, if we're still negative, you will start seeing a lot of negative things happen in your life, and it's like, where did my life take such a wrong turn? That type of feeling. So it does happen. Also, some karmic ties, of course. Of course, it's a whole muddle of external and internal, but it is the reaction, the fear, the hurt, all of that comes internally. So just keep that in mind. Okay, we have Ace of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the King of Pentacles. Beautiful. Yes, like I was saying, you are meant for a lot of abundance. King of Pentacles has everything. Soulmate, house, business, well, everything. They have their own legacy. They formed everything. Okay, they are loyal. They have loyal people. They have very strong friendships and business partnerships that's stable and secure. They have worked hard. They have made themselves reach to this King of Pentacles. They're not entitled to anything. They make their own rewards. Okay. Queen of Swords is the person who looks ahead and plans ahead, thinks 10 steps ahead. Okay. Contingency plans included. I'm not saying you should do that, but when you're feeling as though this is it, when that limiting type of focus comes in, it does help to think, okay, life's massive. Okay. Today is not the only determining factor for 10 years from now. Okay. So yes, do your best today, of course. But the little changes that you make today are going to affect how you are going to be in the future. Not the only reasoning. So what you are today will affect, tomorrow as well will affect, right? It's a day-to-day thing. What do you do? Just because she looks at the far future doesn't mean she does not do anything now. She's not head in the clouds. She will look ahead. She will have a big picture to orient her efforts towards, okay? Remember, King of Pentacles makes efforts. They do stuff in order to get to a point. And if something, again, Queen of Swords will, with the sword here, will cut through all the ties that hold her back. Okay? Listen, I want to be so-and-so person. I want to have so-and-so qualities in me. 5 years from now, I want to be this strong, independent person who has her own thing or his own thing and leading so-and-so things. Sure, like if anyone says that, come on, like really, that's silly. People don't do that. And just the ones who have money and fame already, they are the ones who, aim for the stars and whatnot. That's just unnecessary, right? You don't need that. Sure, yeah, the road is not easy. It never is. I mean, even if you just sit there and do nothing, it's still not easy, right? So might as well struggle in doing something that you really enjoy and live your passion accordingly, right? Ace of Cups is about living from your heart, okay? Opening your heart, giving and receiving, feeling that oneness community by opening yourself up. This is the house of empathy, compassion, heart chakra, right? Self-love as well. The thing that I was telling you, inner light, lens of love, when you love yourself, you're also able to love other people. You're able to empathize more, right? All of that, all of this comes from healing yourself. 8 of Swords, 10 of Swords, all about healing. All the things that have been tying you down, coming out of it, walking to the other side. And the horizon, hey, it's wide, it's open, it's ready. And you can fill it however you want it. Okay? For some of you, a relationship, a job, a phase in your life has ended. And now it feels like a blank canvas. Can be a little bit scary because what's next? That's the thought. But there is this new spark that is coming through. And when we are consistently in a fearful state, we block this light out, we snuff it out, okay? So keep in mind that there is inspiration already waiting to be found, okay? We are only getting to it, you're getting to it. Deal with these internal triggers, please. That's your homework, right? I can't do that for you. Try to deal with them as best as you can. You don't need to rush. There is no pressure. Just keep in mind that you are capable of being the best version of yourself. I mean, why would you want to stop yourself, right? That's all I'm trying to encourage you towards. Okay, you can be the best version you can expect of yourself. Okay, living from a heart consciousness, leading with your mind by following the passions of the heart. Right? And then, of course, moving towards your abundance. That's there. Happiness is my birthright. That's definitely there. What's interesting is these two cards, the first two cards are kind of describing the first oracle card here. Ace of Cups is for this, and Queen of Swords, King of Pentacles is for happiness. It's my birthright. That's nice. Okay, we have Lagos, which is water, emotion, fears, and female. Yes, any fears related to abundance, look into that. Once again, water and emotions very closely connected with Scorpio. I won't repeat Then we have the heart chakra underactive. I love, that's the affirmation there. Focus on breathing, connect with the air element, look at the world. How do you view the world, and how do you think the world views you? These are certain questions to be asked. These are the qualities: abusive, jealousy, poor self-care, possessiveness, fear of relationships, and shy. These are the symptoms of having an underactive heart chakra. Does not mean you have it, but if these qualities resonate, then yeah, you can do some meditations to connect and activate your heart. And since we have the Ace of Cups, take a look at the heart. Okay, but before you work on chakras themselves, make sure you ground yourself. Absolutely important. Stay grounded, right? Ground yourself. Then go into all this. Okay. Then we have I understand, crown chakra underactive. Look at your thoughts, because the element, there is no physical element for this chakra. It is thought itself. Meditation, and look at how you view the universe and how you think the universe sees you. The symptoms as well: confusion, lack of connection, feeling alone, feeling lost, lack of faith, and selfishness. These are some symptoms. You may identify with one or all. This is, different for everyone, of course. So yeah, these are the two cards here. So again, these two together is like, when you have a lack of faith in certain things, or you feel that stuck feeling, Eight of Swords, you also block out your emotions, your feelings, your ideas, inspiration, your feelings of love and worthiness and abundance, all of these beautiful things that make us feel loved and appreciated wherever we are, right? So this is basically reiterating, kind of summing up what I've already said. So I will take your leave now. You're meant for a lot of stuff. Just go for it. Don't be afraid. There's nothing to be really, really afraid of. Just deal with things one by one. Pull at one string. See where it leads. It needs some investigation for sure. Very investigative sign as well, Scorpio. But it's absolutely 100% worth it. Definitely. Okay, so I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much for watching. Do like, share, comment, and subscribe. I will see you again next time. Take care. Bye.